everyone. Back again. I had to take a brief hiatus for a couple of reasons that I'm not going to get too much into, but basically I was sick, I had a cold, and then I got really busy, and that's basically the gist of things. But I only have one bar left on my camera, so I might have to continue filming this tutorial for you all on my laptop computer, so I'm just going to apologize in advance for the quality of the video and the other videos that I will be making today. Okay, so I basically would like to finish off with the how-to series. So today I'm going to show you guys how to apply cream blush, how to apply concealer, how to put on your eyeshadow. Now I'm not going to go too in-depth on how to apply your eyeshadow, but there are a few techniques that I want to show you on as how to apply your eyeshadow, because I go into detail on how to apply your eyeshadow in basically most of the tutorials that I do. So that's not the main thing that I'm going to do for the eye tutorial. The eye tutorial is just going to be on shaping of your eye and just a few minor errors that I noticed that other YouTubers and just women in general make using their makeup, and I learned the tip when I went to Mario's workshop on how to cut the crease properly, because I had been doing it incorrectly. So I want to share that with you guys all today. So hopefully my camera will continue to stay on and record for me as I'm showing you all this. So I'm just going to turn the camera just to make sure, yep, it's still recording. And so the first thing I'm going to do is prep my eyes. I usually like to do this first and then move on to concealer. That way I have some time to just let the primer sit onto my eyelids. And today I'm using MAC's Painterly Paint Pot, and this is what it looks like. It's just like a flesh tone color. Another dupe, I guess, for this would be Stila's I think it's Prime Pot. Also to Urban Decay has their own primers. I used to use their primers a lot, and then I just started using MAC's Painterly, and I really loved it. And I like most of their paint pots with the exception of Indian Wood because it never dries properly for me. I'm just going to remove it a little bit because I just finished tweezing my eyebrows and a few hairs were still on my eyelid. So I'm just going to go back into Painterly and just continue on applying it. And you really want to do it on a dry surface, and my eyelid's a little damp because I just had to use the wet wipe just to clean the area. Now I'm just going to take my hand and just make sure that there are no little hairs from my eyebrows on my eyelid. So you just want to pat it in. You can use like a crease brush, like by Real Techniques, their crease brush, to apply your primer instead of using your finger, but I find that using my finger works best for me. So that's what I'm going to be using today. Yesterday I went to Walgreens and I saw that they had the new CoverGirl eyeshadows, and I really do like the new packaging, and this one is in Prima Donna, and I really purchased it for this color over here because I was looking for a flesh tone color like that. And I'm going to go in with my Sigma it's called an eye shading brush E55, and it looks like this. I got this from the Mari Devanovic workshop. I believe I've showed this to you guys a few times, and I really do like this brush. So you want to pat it onto the eyelid. And this is one of the techniques I'm going to show you here, is that a lot of people say move it back. Even I have said in the past, you want to place it onto the eyelid in a kind of windshield wiper motion, but when you pat it on and pack it onto the eyelid, you get a lot more longevity and you get a lot more color payoff. Now this color, the first eyeshadow color from the Prima Donna kit, does have a little bit of shimmer to it, but it's not that much, so I don't mind it. And I'm moving fairly quickly because I don't want my camera to shut off on me while I'm doing this. You can even use the eyeshadow applicator that comes with it. I was examining it yesterday, and the thing that I like about the applicator that comes with this kit is that it has one side that is really pointy and one side that's really flat. And I know a lot of gurus just say, toss it out, right? Toss out the applicator that comes with the kit, but I recommend keeping them, or keeping them for even your working kit when you're working on a client, because this is something that you can use when you're on the go, or if you want to do like a wet look, like just spraying like some Fix Plus or spraying some water on it and then dabbing it into the eyeshadow, and then use the pointed part to cut your crease, or to apply, like use the eyeshadow as an eyeliner. And okay, and this kit was only $5.49, so it was a really good price. So now I'm gonna go in with the darker shade in this kit, and that would be this brown right here. And I'm gonna go in with my Essence of Beauty crease brush, and I recommend purchasing a crease brush from any brand that's kind of, it's a little fluffy but kind of stiff and pointy at the top, because we're gonna cut our crease. So your crease is where, when you open your eye and you look straight ahead, that kind of folding to the eyelid. And I'm just going to go in. And now this is the mistake that I used to make, and a lot of other people make. Okay, when you cut your crease, a lot of times you bring the eyeshadow down instead of going outward. You want to continue going outward and extending that eyeshadow, because when you bring it down, you create a droopy eyelid. So you just want to bring it out. Think of, doing your winged eyeliner. It's sort of the same kind of concept for this cut crease eyeshadow. Now I'm going to go on the other side and do the same thing. And this is kind of like a red golden color. Just a little bit of red in there. I'm detecting. Now when you're cutting your crease, you do want to move back and forth in a windshield wiper motion versus when you're doing your eyelid. Now I'm going to go in to my Wet n Wild Vanity palette. I noticed a lot of I was watching a video today and someone was saying that they can no longer find this. If you go on drugstore.com, they do carry the Wet n Wild products, and I believe you will be able to find that there. I know sometimes I usually get mine from Rite Aid, and a few Rite Aids I've seen that they don't have it anymore, and another I've seen it there. So I do believe they are trying to phase it out. But I do believe this is a perfect neutral eye kit. Alright, so I'm going in with this color right here for my cut crease. Now I'm going to go back into the CoverGirl Prima Donna palette, and I'm going to go back into that brown, that dark brown again, and just go above that line that I put down with the Wet n Wild palette, just to make it stand out a little bit more. And now I'm going to go in with my Sonia Kashuk fluffy crease brush and just blend everything out, just to make sure that everything looks seamless. Okay, and now I'm going to go back into my Vanity palette by Wet n Wild, and I'm going to go into the lightest shade color, which would be this one right here, and put it on my brow bone. So it's just going to highlight my brow bone. Okay, and now I'm going to take my crease brush again, if I can find it. And I'm going to go into this golden shaded color right here from the Vanity palette. And I'm going to put that in my inner tear duct. And the reason why you want to put kind of shimmery highlighter kind of colors in your inner tear duct is because it helps to brighten up and open up that area. So if you're really sleepy or tired when you get up in the morning and you don't want to put on any eyeshadow on your lid, put a little bit of highlighter just on the inner tear duct itself and it will open up and brighten up that area. Okay, now I'm going to put on a little bit of liquid liner, and I'm using my Maybelline Stiletto, and this is in Black is Black. And I like to, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here. I want to go just lightly. You want to press too hard when you're doing your liquid liner, especially if you don't know if you want to do a thicker line or a thin line. I like to start off thin and then go out to be a little bit thicker at the end. Right, see how I made that line a little bit thicker towards the end? And you could even make it even thicker if you like, and you can make it even more angular or shorter depending on the look that you're going for. I just want to go back in, see the area I might have missed. Okay, alright, so now I'm going to do the next eye. This side I'm making very thick. Alright, now I'm going to apply my mascara, and I'm going to also show you my trick for mascara and how I make all mascaras look good no matter what brand it is, because it really doesn't matter on the brand, it matters about the application. So right now I'm going to be using Rimmel's Day to Night Define Length Intense Volume Mascara in 001 Black. And I do like this mascara. You can find it for $2.25 in CVS. It's part of their beauty clearance sale, and I picked up a couple of them to put in my professional kit.